I could use the bathroom twice a day if Theo could dump pig shit from our neighbor's farm on me.
I live like a pig.
Hey, I'm Tessa.
Sup,
and
Tessa?
my brother Theo always wants to feel special and important.
Okay.
I guess that's why he suddenly became a vegan, even though he had never cared about animal rights before. At first, I tried to ignore him, but he kept talking about how meat was murder, and I deserved to burn in hell just because I ate a hamburger.
Damn! Y'all know how we feel about vegans. I think if we decided to eat the vegans and not like animals, we might actually solve not only overpopulation, but we might bring more sanity into people. So I say we eat the vegans.
Obviously, I told him to f off. I mean, it's just a burger, right? But then he said, "You don't understand how much those animals suffer. I bet my next birthday and Christmas present that if you lived like an industrial pig for just 1 week, you would become a vegetarian afterwards and never eat meat again."
You might be right. We will never know. Do you see me, bro? My ancestors already decided to live like pigs, bro. I don't have to do it because they already did. Fuck you. Give me the meat. Not Arby's, though.
I have chlamydia!
Well, it was summer vacation and I had nothing better to do, so I agreed to his stupid bet. 2 days later, he had built a cage for me in our barn. It was so tiny, and when I went inside, I could only stand straight or lie down.
Why did you do this to yourself?
There was no space to move or walk around. And then my brother—
What the fuck was that? B6 changed to smaller cage. What the hell is happening right here? That's Saitama. What the hell is he doing here?
threw a load of mud on me to make things more realistic. It was disgusting.
You let this
but I quickly
happen.
got used to it. Much worse was the boredom. I mean, I had no phone and no one to talk to. After 4 long hours, I called my brother Theo because I needed to go to the toilet.
You sat in here for 4 hours? I'm assuming you're a masochist. You like being treated badly, and you like being treated badly by your brother. So that brings up some incest flags, but...
But he said that I wasn't allowed to do that because pigs like me live and sleep in their own feces. I told him to fuck off again, but in the end, we came to a compromise. I could use the bathroom twice a day if Theo could dump pig shit from our neighbor's farm on me. Oh man, I was so naive. Theo didn't just get pig shit. He also mixed it with water, so it went everywhere on my body.
Oh, it's on her cooch. She has pig poo between her lips! Oh no!
It was so gross. But I couldn't complain because it was part of the deal. And industrial pigs really do live in their own feces.
What are you getting from this deal? You don't win nothing from this. There's nothing, you have nothing to prove. You know what? Okay.
Their living conditions are awful. To make things worse, on the 3rd day, I got a cold. I mean, no wonder. The only reason industrial pigs don't get sick is because they're pumped full of antibiotics and medicine. At some point, our dog, Popo, sneaked into the barn, and when he saw me, he started barking because he was so worried about me. In that moment, I realized that if someone put their dog in a cage and left them in their own filth, that they would go to prison for animal abuse.
Yeah.
And there is no reason to treat a dog better than a pig. I mean, did you know that pigs are more
smarter than dogs? Yeah.
When my brother Theo came...
I would never call anything that rolls in his own shit smarter than my beautiful pup. I don't care. I won't call anything that openly jumps in mud and rolls around in that smarter than my pup. Not mine. Maybe your dumb dog. Not my dogs.
Into the barn, he chased Popo away saying, "Pigs don't
Popo!
have friends."
My nigga Popo! Hey!
Get this off me.
But luckily, Popo got my parents and led them to the barn where they found me in the cage covered in pig feces, suffering from a cold. My parents immediately stopped the so-called "my sister is a pig" experiment and sent me to take a shower.
You know
and
how
get some rest.
insane that would be?
After this experience, I know firsthand how bad the living conditions of industrial animals are.
Imagine walking in on your daughter with pig poo on her, just trapped in a cage from her brother. We're getting rid of the brother. Like, the brother is not staying there anymore. He's getting thrown up for adoption. Like, let's keep it a buck.
Many industrial animals are force-fed until they collapse under their own weight. And baby pigs are separated from their mothers at a young age, even though pigs are very social animals, just like us humans. Imagine taking a toddler away from its mother. You wouldn't, right?
I would.
You know how much pain it would cause? And it's
That's
the
why I
same
do
for
it.
pigs. My brother Theo was wrong about one thing, though. Despite my experience, I didn't become a vegetarian or vegan.
Yep.
Instead, I decided to only eat free-range meat from animals which live outdoors under humane conditions. Unfortunately, that kind of meat is very expensive, and my family can't afford it very often. I strongly...
She said, I only eat the high quality meat. Since all those other pigs are getting treated so poorly, their meat isn't quality. I want that good shit. I feel her.
believe that someday my family can't afford it very often. I strongly believe that someday we will look back on factory farming of animals the way we look back on human slavery. There really is no difference. We're exploiting living creatures for our own convenience. And I know some people will argue that eating meat is natural, but so is murder. Humans have been killing each other for tens of thousands of years.
Why am I getting
but we
lectured
still
right
made it
now?
Illegal, and for good reasons. So even
Why am I
if,
getting
like
lectured?
me, you don't want to go completely vegetarian, you can at least reduce the amount of meat you are eating or only eat meat by free-range animals. Anyways, thank you for listening to my story, and
I mean, she's not necessarily wrong. Because I could see a world where, like, 500 years down the line, they're going to be like, wait, they just kept thousands of pigs in cages to force feed them, breed them, and eat them? Like, I can see that happening, but will it in America with how greedy we are here? Hell no. Conjoined twins, psycho sisters sharing a body. Y'all think they share a cooch? Like, they, like, split a half of the cooch?
When my mom was pregnant, her doctor told her she was expecting one baby girl, but instead she got us, conjoined twins. While my mom loved us deeply, my dad told her to let us die.
Wow. Okay.
Drop on the floor because no one would be suspicious of us dying anyway. When our mom refused, he said, well, at least give them up for adoption. But my mom wouldn't give in, so our dad broke up with her and left. Now imagine a single mom
That's
raising
crazy.
twins. It wasn't easy, but doctors offered her money so they could do experiments with us. The most cruel one was giving one of us electroshocks to see if the other one would feel the pain.
What the
Our
hell
mom
is
didn't know what they
happening?
were doing to us, but when we told her about it afterward, she promised us no more experiments. By the way, my name is Elaine, and her name is Buttface.
I see what you did there. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Buttface.
Let me tell you about our lives and challenges. You see, my sister and I always got along quite well, but in
Okay.
10th grade, she developed a crush on our classmate Derek, who liked her back. They constantly flirted with each other, and I had to listen to all of it.
Okay, all right.
But Derek was one of the most boring guys in the world, so I told my sister she had to stop seeing him. Of course, she was angry at me, but afterward, we made a deal. We had to find a guy that we both loved. However, on our 21st birthday, we got approached by a Chinese lady. She said she was working for a rich businessman who wanted us to come to China. I
What the
said,
hell?
for what? And she responded, my boss really likes the way you two look, and he will pay you a lot of money.
Like, could y'all see yourself dating someone with two heads? I don't think I could. I think it would look too nasty to me. I don't know, bro. I don't know how I could. I don't know how I feel laying down, opening my eyes, and there's 4 eyes looking at me. No, I can't do it.
How much? I asked. And she laid a briefcase on the table. When she opened it, we saw lots of money, and she said,
But you could have one mouth on the tip and one on your butt. I think I could find a way to make it work.
he will pay you $1 million in cash if you're gonna stay with him for 6 months.
Damn.
We both looked at each other. This sounded kinda sketchy, but $1 million was a lot of money, so I asked her to show us a photo of him. The guy was already in his 50s and a bit fat, but he looked very friendly, so we both agreed on flying to China to
A
meet
bit
him.
fat.
When we arrived
That
at his
wasn't- that's
mansion,
not a
he greeted
bit.
us with a big smile and gave us a hug. He wasn't as creepy at all. He was more like a big teddy bear, so we didn't mind that he pressed his head against our middle breast.
That is so crazy, bro. This whole situation making me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie. Where's y'all parents at? I mean, where y'all mom at?
I mean, we knew exactly what he was paying us for, but soon things started to become a little bit uncomfortable. He used us as a status symbol, and whenever his friends came over, we had to dress up and
The nigga was too stunned to speak.
This is...
Ooh, that booty.
serve them dinner. His friends would always be in awe and then laugh at us. Of course, it was quite uncomfortable to be half naked and stared at by a bunch of guys, but that was nothing compared to the shows we had to perform for them. But I don't want to go into that.
Go into that!
When we came back to the US, we bought ourselves an apartment and got a job at a bank. They even paid us 2 salaries, but what we really wanted was to get into a relationship.
Wait, yes, the Shrek? You said bye to... I don't know who that irrelevant person is. Bakugo, that's valid. Fuck him. You said no to Zuko?
Bitch, are you dumb?
So we tried out.
Max Michael Jack Stone. I'm calling the deep mix. Wait, so you have all these raw people and you gonna say no to all of them saying no, but Douglas ordinary boring ass is saying I trust you. He's literally a pedo clown.
People didn't believe we were real, but Douglas did. We met him in a small park, and for the first time, both of us had great chemistry with the same guy. He was funny, charming, and good-looking. It only took 8 months for him to move into our apartment, but we quickly learned that he was manipulative and toxic. One night, I was laying in bed
See, you should have went for Zuko. That was your fault.
next to him while my sister was asleep. He began telling me that he loved me more than my sister because she was annoying and stuck up. Hearing him trash talk my sister somehow made me feel special, like I was better than her. But it turns out that he was having secret conversations with my sister too.
That's crazy.
One night I woke up and heard them talking. My sister was giggling and I asked, "What are you guys talking about?" She responded, "Oh, nothing important." And I said, "Wait, did he tell you that he likes you more than me?" My sister responded, "Yes, he did." And I said, "He told me the same thing." Well, a few minutes later, we had thrown him out of our apartment. You see, being conjoined twins is like being married on steroids. Even though you are 2 different people, you're still the same person because even if my sister has a bad day, I will have a bad day too. So it's very important that we take care of each other.
Wait, so how do y'all arms work? Who controls the hands? Who controls the legs? Y'all, does one have the arm and the other one have the legs? Does one have one leg and one arm? How does that work? Do y'all like, who fills the middle breast? There are so many questions, bro.
Luckily, our current boyfriend Robert is a good guy who loves us equally and even has a fetish for our 3 breasts. You must be wondering whether one guy can pleasure both of us, and the answer is yes. Because we share most of our organs, including our, you know what. Anyway, a lot of people ask us if we want to be separated someday. And the answer is yes. If scientists could grow us a second body and put one of our heads onto it, we would definitely do it.
That won't happen,
but that
though.
doesn't mean that we aren't happy with
That would
our
never
current
happen.
lives.
We're not that far into technology.
We're even trying to have a baby and start our own family.
What if that baby comes out? He's all around, he's looking around smiling, and then looks at his mom and just go, "Ah!"
Monkey.
My weight loss story, 600-pound live.
Hey, I'm Allison, and I want to tell you the
Allison, why do you bounce every time you talk? You can talk standing straight.
story of how I stopped being lazy, lost 400 pounds,
Damn.
and found the man of my dreams. It all started when I was 16. I was so overweight that I couldn't go to high school anymore. Walking was just too exhausting for me.
What the hell?
So instead, I stayed at home and ate food all day. My mom was the complete opposite of me. Drop-dead gorgeous and in perfect shape.
Wait, so why couldn't you go to school like on a bus, car ride? Did you get your GED? Like what happened?
Her only flaw was that she couldn't say no to me. So whenever I told her to bring me food, she did it. I normally ate 3 Big Mac menus for breakfast and then another 7 Big Mac menus over the rest of the day.
My nigga, at least switch it up. At least have like chicken or something. Just Big Macs?
That's why I gained 4 to 8 pounds per week.
Damn!
I hated myself so much, I was about to give up on life.
No, that's crazy! She couldn't commit, she broke the row! Oh, Lord.
But then something crazy happened. One of my old classmates contacted me on Facebook. And we started chatting. But it was more than that. We were actually flirting. He said I looked gorgeous, and he'd love to meet up with me. Of course, I struggled to believe that a guy as handsome as him was interested in me.
Me too.
But I knew that some guys like big girls. So I went along and invited him over to my place.
You're not big. You were ginormous. Like you're almost as big as my main girl, R. Belly. Shout out to Lizzo.
But when I opened the door to greet him, he wasn't alone. He had 2 friends with him and he was filming on his smartphone. I had no idea what was going on. But then he bursted out laughing and said to his smartphone, "Oh my God, you won't believe what just happened. Fat Allison really thought I wanted to go on a date with her. Ugh, does she really think she's in my league?"
We're gonna nickname you Big Allie. You like that? Fat Allison, you know, that's kind of nasty. Big Allie. Shout out to my girl, Big Allie. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Big Allie.
Immediately slammed the door and started crying. I weighed 600 pounds and I had never felt worse in my life. That's why I did something quite dramatic and dangerous. I locked myself into my bathroom and told my mom I wouldn't come out until I lost 200 pounds. So for the next few months, all I did was drink tap water and lay on the ground. I had a shower right next to me, but I was too fat to use it. So after 2 weeks, I smelled terrible.
I'm fat enough to survive until I can lose weight. Like she can just survive off of her body fat for weeks, maybe even a month or 2. That is crazy.
But for the first time in my life, I didn't give up. Even though my mom begged me to come out, she said it was too dangerous and I had to eat something.
You did.
It took me 150 days inside the bathroom to achieve my goal of losing 200 pounds.
What did you do? Like, did you not get nothing in life accomplished in that time? You just sat in the bathroom for
Just a damn monkey.
Oh yes, for 150 days you didn't do nothing but sit in your bathroom. Bro, you're a wasted human at that point, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, just taking up oxygen.
But once it was over, I didn't just go back to eating Big Macs. I immediately went to a gym and it was humiliating.
Wait, hold up. That means you didn't go to the grocery store, or you didn't go to the store, period. How did you clean the toilet after you or is the toilet just nasty? You sat in your own filth for like 150 days. What?
While all those people were in such great shape, I was still weighing 400 pounds.
Is that Johnny Bravo? What my nigga Johnny doing here? Where'd your muscle go? Explosive diarrhea happens to the best of us, bro. I hope you get your gains back.
But then a super handsome trainer came over to me and said, "Hey, I'm Ty. Are you new here?" Wow, I couldn't believe that this super handsome guy was talking to me. I said, "Yeah, I want to lose some weight."
Her chin is ridiculous.
Then he told me to go on the treadmill for 30 minutes. Afterward, he came back to me and said, "Hey, I want to make sure that you will reach your goal and achieve your dream body. So if you ever need any help, just call me."
He's not doing this just because he's a nice person, bro. He did some research. He knows what her mom looks like, and he doing some future scouting. He was like, that's your mom. Shit, okay, I'm already a personal trainer, you know what I'm saying? I see potential. I can make it work. Like, you not slick, bro.
Then he gave me his business card with his name and phone number on it. I know it sounds stupid, but I immediately had a huge crush on Ty. I knew he was out of my league, but what if I became thin? Would he be interested in me?
No.
Well, I needed to find it out. So I started going to that gym every single day.
Do you not have a job?
Everything was going well until I met my old classmate again, the one who had pretended to like me. When he saw me, he said, "Oh wow, you've lost some pounds."
That's nice to say.
Why do you look even worse now? And then he started laughing again. I know I shouldn't have cared about his words, but within seconds, he destroyed my whole self-confidence. And for the first time in more than a year, I bought a big bucket of ice cream and ate it within a few minutes.
I'm disappointed. I'm truly disappointed in you. How did that make you break? Oh my God.
I felt like such a loser and decided to text my fitness trainer, Ty. I wrote, "It's me, Allison, from the gym. I give up. I'll just eat ice cream until I die of a heart attack."
A nigga like me? Okay. Like, why you texting me like I know you, bro? Like, okay. I said hit me up for workout advice. Not when you're going through a midlife crisis. Like, what?
I immediately regretted my text to him. But after 5 minutes, he responded, "Hey, Allison, don't worry. Just give me your address and I'll come by at your home to support you. Everyone needs support sometimes." Wow. I gave him my address and he literally took a 2-hour drive through our city. just to come by and support me. When I opened the door, he gave me a big hug and told me to not worry anymore.
Is he just that nice of a guy? I don't trust a word this man says. He's doing the absolute most for somebody he don't know. I'm not trusting a word, bro.
Then we spent 2 hours laughing and talking to each other. Knowing that Tide cared about me gave me the strength to continue my healthy diet of not eating more than 1,000 calories per day.
I don't think that's healthy. 1,000? Then again, you were a woman, so technically you're supposed to eat less than a man. I think a man's daily calorie intake is supposed to be around 2,000 calories. I think a woman's like 1,500. So that's 500 calories less. So I guess, but that just sounds crazy.
And then it took me another 18 months to achieve my dream weight of 120 pounds. I was incredibly proud of myself, but I still had lots of excess skin.
I was just about to talk about excess skin, bro. I'm not gonna say much, but either she was not born how as what I thought she was born as, or she got some loose skin in certain areas. I'm not saying any more than that, bro.
From all the weight I'd lost. So I had to get skin removal surgery. Afterward, I looked amazing. I mean, I wasn't the most beautiful girl in the world, but after all my training, I had an amazing ass and an overall great shape. When I went to the gym the next day, they threw me a small party and everyone congratulated me.
Did none of y'all have anything to do?
Ty also came up to me and told me how impressed he was by my transformation. But all I wanted to know was if he found me attractive or not. Well, he didn't ask me out on a date that day. But I kept waiting for many weeks. Finally, I had enough and did it myself. I asked him if he wanted to go watch a movie with me. When he said yes, I didn't know if he knew it was a date. But then during the movie, I asked him if he liked me. And he said yes.
I mean, he did drive 2 hours around the city for you for some strange reason. I don't know what you did. All you did was go on the treadmill. I guess he's attracted to people who run on treadmills. I don't know. But as far as I'm concerned, I was told you were ugly, extremely overweight, and you trapped yourself in the bathroom for 150 days, so I know you stink. So when I consider all the facts I've been presented, this makes absolutely no sense.
So I just kissed him, and now we're a couple. He's the first boyfriend I ever had, and I hope we'll stay together for the rest of our lives.
Hey, you know, sometimes you need a little bit of positivity in your life, so you know, go you, girl. Go you. And Ty, you're an interesting fella.